Hello, darling. I'm the icon Sanaya Alaya, and you're watching Ballroom Culture Television.
What's up, everybody? We are here with the official category breakdown live stream for the Back to Black Ball. And tonight we're sitting down with the visionaries behind the functions to talk about the inspiration, their collaboration, the categories, and also the grand prizes, and pretty much everything you need to know before stepping out onto that floor. So if you have any questions about the ball or about the host, pretty much this live stream is for you. So let's get into it. So, would y'all like to introduce yourselves, starting with the icon Chris?
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Icon Chris Balenciaga, representing the House of Balenciaga as well here in Baltimore, Maryland. We're really excited about the upcoming event that we're having, Back to Black Ball, on Saturday, March 7th here in Be More, Be There, or Be Square.
Yes. Bam, you want to go next?
What's up? This is Bam, the overall father of the iconic House of Ebony here in Baltimore, Maryland. Can't wait to see you people on March 7th. Come out and support a great collaboration with these brilliant people. Come out and support.
Yeah, super excited here at Legendary Storm Infinity, the overall East Coast father of the House of Infinity. Really excited to jump into these categories.
Yes, most definitely. So, first, I want to like y'all could do this ball at any day of the week, any day of the year rather. What inspired you to throw this ball on this specific weekend?
So, March is one of the times of the year, especially here in Baltimore, when the weather begins to slightly somewhat break and things of that nature. And so we wanted to be able to create a really outstanding event that's going to give the people an opportunity to travel to the city, to really see what Baltimore's looking like, for people to come back who have not been here for quite some time, to really, find a time of the calendar where it just really makes sense. So, as we know, as balls have been in recent years, so many balls, so many different months throughout the year, we saw that there was an opportunity to be able to do something in March, and to be able to, again, do something in a great city that has a lot of Baltimore history, lots of legacy, lots of legends and icons, and a place where many people who are state to state will come and be able to travel and compete. So we just felt like, March is a good time. It's still early enough in the year. The weather's slightly beginning to break down here as well. So we just thought that was just the best opportunity to be able to do it here in March. Early in the year.
Right. And how did you come up with the ball's theme? How did you develop the overall concept of the ball?
So interesting enough, back in 2014, when I became a Balenciaga, I debuted an ad of the Back to Black Ball in Pittsburgh back in 2014. That's the year I came out as a Balenciaga. And that was a kind of pivotal year for myself as I transitioned from being overall father infinity to becoming a Balenciaga. And that's also the year I became legend. And so to me, the term, black is beautiful, as we know. But back to black really means, in a sense, kind of like a reset, a rebirth, a way to be able to kind of start over, start fresh, and be able to really, emerge on something great. And so, honestly, I'm just happy to be working with my family here, my fellow partners, my people who, are really just seeing the up and up for this Maryland, for Baltimore, just for the DMV and et cetera. And I think it's time to elevate the city, elevate what's happening and really make it hot. So that's kind of what Back to Black kind of means, kind of a reset, it's a rebirth, not a takeover or anything, but it's something to be able to bring the energy back. And I think Bam probably going to, talk a little bit about that as far as just what it means here in Baltimore, because that's the OG in the vet. You feel me?
Yes, most definitely.
So you want me to jump in there, Chris?
Go right on ahead. Yes, indeed.
So the premise of the ball and actually having it here in Baltimore, it actually Chris and Storm actually spearheaded the thought of having the ball together. I chimed in and thought that it would be a beautiful chance to highlight Baltimore and actually bring back some life to the city, because Baltimore really hasn't had any major balls since Keith Ebony Holt was throwing the free ball at the Baltimore City Health Department, which was one of the biggest balls that Baltimore had for approximately 10 years straight. Baltimore hasn't had a major ball, I want to say, probably within the last 4 to 5 years since the Baltimore City Health Department. So I thought it was, a great opportunity to say, hey, fellas, why don't we just do it in Baltimore, kind of bring back some life to the city, see what the city has to offer. Like Chris said, there's a lot of transition going on in Baltimore. A lot of people are moving to Baltimore. So why not reactivate the scene, get the people coming back, and just do what Baltimore used to do? Baltimore used to have a banging ballroom scene, and it's time just to get it back. So this is all about fun. It's all about love. It's a mini deluxe that I believe that's going to turn out great. And at the end of the day, we want to continue this and keep it going. So we also going to be probably trying to look for people like to kind of sponsor it for future events. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're in the DMV area, we're willing to work with people. We just want to bring back life to the city. That's really what this is about. So I'm happy that these two guys actually, confided in me and brought me in with them. So I'm greatly appreciative of these two. And I just want y'all to support us March 7th.
Got you.
And
So
I'll
what do
just
you
jump.
think? Go ahead, Chris.
My bad, Jay. I'll just jump in and real quick and just say, this is kind of somewhat been years in the making. Bam and I talked about throwing the ball together with Storm and just, doing something together for quite a long time. Our friendship goes back almost at this point, nearly 20 years at this point. You know what I mean? And so we've been talking about doing something for a long time. So this is, not nothing that I would just pull it out the sky. It's something that's been marinated over some years, over a while. And so we're just happy to be able to actually make it happen and work together. Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way to be able to work with them, just from their integrity, from their reputation, from their influence and so forth. I think it's going to be a great event. And Storm could probably say something about to that as well.
Right. What do y'all think made the Baltimore scene decrease over time?
That's a damn question, because I remember when Baltimore used to jump. I used to come here in 2006, 2007, around that time, and go to the Paradox, go to the free balls, go to A-list, the A-list mini balls at Buns and everything of that
Yeah.
nature. I've been coming back and forth to the city off and on for 20 years. So, that's a damn question right there. But the legacy is thick here in Baltimore.
I think personally the decrease has happened because so many it's a transitional change. A lot of things in the city has changed. The people who were throwing events are no longer here. We're also
Like
trying
passed
to
away?
passed away, moved on, and we're also trying to recreate the Baltimore Ballroom Alliance here. So they're going to be a big part of actually recreating what should be normalized here in Baltimore, which is going to be the ballroom scene. But a lot has changed. We had Club Buns, which Dana, a great influential person in the Baltimore ballroom culture, club culture. Buns is no longer there. That's actually where everybody went, to the Vogue nights, mini balls, etc. We no longer have those spaces anymore to actually come together. So I think over time things just changed because people transitioned on, moved away, clubs got shut down. We have nowhere to go. So this is what this is about, trying to bring some life back to the city.
Right. Storm, I think something is wrong with your audio.
Can you
It's
hear it?
like kind of making it echo a little bit. Yeah. Um, and you could also jump in if you wanted to, if you had something to share on top of that as well.
No, I think they covered it. They covered exactly what I felt or what I thought. And I think that Baltimore is now. A lot of cities are facing that, but the same situation.
Yeah, that is true. Definitely, that is definitely true. Um, and yeah, like technically speaking, this will be my first time recording a ball in Baltimore, so I'm really excited to see, what Baltimore is about, I'm just trying to tag y'all. I can't find you, Storm. So I'm gonna just tag Chris and Bam. So yeah. Now back to the questions. What is there a message you want to send to this ball by throwing this ball, or is it just basically just you're just trying to like revive the city?
So I think that's kind of Bam. You on mute. You on mute, bro.
Appreciate you, Chris. I actually believe that is the momentum of the ball. And it's special to Chris because he already told you what March 7th, the month of March, means to him. So I do think the purpose of the ball is just really to revive the city, bring life back to the city. These two young brothers are actually now residing in the area. I've been here forever. So I just think it's a good chance to just bring some new blood into the city and just see what, some new fresh blood can do for the city. I think it's needed right now. So we just, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying we just want everybody to come out and support and really have a good time, because Baltimore, really, to be honest with you, it's a banging city. It's definitely a banging city. You know what I mean? So we really appreciate if people come out.
Yes, yes, most definitely. And the ball is going to be on March 7th in Baltimore. So now when we talk about like the categories and the grand prizes, how did y'all choose the grand prizes? How did y'all choose how y'all was going to allocate funds towards what?
So we really just took kind of a deep dive into really thinking about what makes the most sense, what's sufficient, and kind of what do people walk, most recently. So I think the categories we chose as far as realness, runway, performance, streetwear, sex siren, and face as some of the most popular categories in ballroom. And so we didn't want to make the categories super complex to where people are like, what are you calling for? What are you asking for? Or they have to, really extend and expend an entire lot of money on a category. We really just want to bring the fun and just say back to black. Very simple. You know what I'm saying? So basically everything should be brought in black. That's self-explanatory, unless the category specifically says all black, right? But that's what we wanted to do. Make it easy, make it fun, make it efficient, make it simple to bring the fun back to it. And one of the other things, we really didn't want to do a lot of heavy duty extra cash, like give out $10,000, $12,000. That maybe in the future, right? But right now it was more about the fun, because I remember coming into ballroom around 2002 where you would have 500 bitches battle over a trophy. No cash. And the heart was there and the passion was there and the love was there. So I feel like cash helps ballroom, but I feel like cash has also shifted ballroom as well at the same time. And it's not about the money. We are, well established. We got the means, believe that. Right. But we wanted to be able to make it to a point to where it's like, it's about the heart. It's about the sportsmanship. It's about the creativity. It's about the love and the family of ballroom, which I feel is oftentimes lost in translation due to cash and due to politics. And so we really were thoughtful about the categories we wanted to have. We were very thoughtful about, who we're looking to have on the panel, who we really wanted to be able to be represented at the ball. because we want everybody to feel welcome, but we also want to take out some of the extra politics, the extra fluff that normally happens in a lot of ball, because it's about fun. It's about fun. And if you're trying to establish something, build partnerships, build community, sometimes we have to get back to some of those general basics. And so I think that's really the premise of what we really want to focus
Yeah.
on.
And to be honest, like sometimes when you are giving out like 5,000 for a category, that like makes people scared to walk even, you know.
Mhm.
So this definitely should be like a good time. So I know like you had your commentators listed. Boom was one of the commentators that was supposed to commentate that night, but unfortunately he has passed away. Rest in peace to that man.
Yes.
How are you like how are you dealing with that? Because it's like, you know, technically you have to like kind of shift and pivot your
Yeah.
plans.
So interesting enough, again, shout out to my legendary brother, Boom Boom Balenciaga. That's my brother. That's actually my frat brother as well. So, we got a different connection. That's a little different from a lot of people, but definitely love, definitely will be missed. And, there were conversations about whether we should replace him with a commentator. Boom's irreplaceable. We're not going to do that. So tonight on March 7th, we're going to make sure we recognize him as well, have him in honor for that night, and that he'll be in the room with us as well. So no, we're not replacing Boom. And Snooky and Mook, they're more than capable, more than competent to be able to carry a ball. They're excellent commentators. Mook, shout out to Icon Mook Khan, who's from Baltimore, born and bred. So he's our regional local commentator as well. And we also got Snooky, from New York, who's international. So between them two, they're capable. And if Boom were here, trust me, he was gonna make everybody get excited. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Excited and be in the building. So we're going to get excited for my brother's legacy, for his life, for his honor as well. And to be honest with you, it's unfortunate that this was the next ball that Boom Boom was actually scheduled to commentate. And I remember having conversations with him to say, brother, we're having a ball. Are you on the flyer? And he was like, absolutely, I'm there. I love Baltimore. I'm in there. I love y'all. I'm in there. Get excited. We're going to make it hot. Wake it up. And so I want to keep that same energy, keep that love and energy of Boom to get excited, wake it up, and just know that my brother's irreplaceable, and he will be in the building with us in spirit that night.
Most definitely, most definitely. So who is the DJ and how did you pick the DJ?
So our DJ is none other than the legendary VJ, the DJ Prodigy, VJ Pump the Beat, who's in Washington, D.C. And, we love VJ. We've worked with VJ many times before. Bam has, Storm and I have as well from Pittsburgh. As a matter of fact, I've been working with VJ, I want to say since like 2007, 8. DJing a lot of our balls. So it's been a very, very long time back when VJ was living in Philadelphia. And when Kevin, they're kind of a tag team to when, one of the first balls they kind of commentated and DJ out, past Philadelphia West.
Right. Did he freeze?
I think he froze. Yeah.
Yeah, he froze. But yeah, uh, BJ the DJ, Pump the Beat. He will definitely be in there and do what needs to be done that day. So we're not lacking on the DJ side. I don't know if Chris is going to jump down,
So
come
yeah, so
back.
we're excited to continue to keep working with VJ,
Oh, there you go.
and we're definitely excited. Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay.
My bad. Again, shout out to VJ the DJ, legendary VJ the DJ Prodigy. Very well deserved, and I'm happy that he's going to be in the building to to DJ the ball as well. And Father Pump the Beat. Everybody know Father Pump the Beat. That's my bro.
Right. Right. So next, it's no easy feat putting this together, even when the finances aren't an issue, it's still kind of challenging putting everything together, crossing all your I's, dotting all your T's, making sure everything is set in place. Tell us about your sponsors. Who do you have help putting this together with you, or are you doing it all on your own?
We here.
Got
Us,
you.
us, 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 us three are putting it together. No
Got you.
sponsorship.
So Antonio, you
Take that, Antonio.
okay?
I mean, yeah. So, my organization, Speak Out, international organization, is sponsoring part of the ball, but primarily it's the people that you see right here, making sure that this happens. Especially with the, I mean, and it's hard to get sponsorships, anyways, in this time with this economy and this administration. So, we
Yes.
do have, my organization is stepping in to ensure that what's needed, but the people on this call are the ones making it happen.
Dope. That's dope. All right. So even if the help is lacking in other places, at least y'all got yourselves, right? Y'all
There
got
you
each other.
go.
Yeah. So what involvement well you just said. I mean, I don't know if you want to be specific, like how has your organization specifically helped um bring this ball to life?
I mean, my organization, we're sponsoring all of the grand prizes, so the
Awesome.
money's there already for that.
Got you. Okay, so ballroom can be really passionate and intense sometimes. We all know that. So how do y'all intend on handling shade or altercations at the function while keeping it a safe space and respectful for all parties involved?
Well, I think I'll
We're gonna
jump
let
in
the
there.
icon Hall of Famer. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
So everybody knows me. I'm well respected, and I also do security through a lot of ballroom events. I've done it for years. There will be security in the building. I will also have a off-duty police officer in the building, so there will be no problems, no issues, no concerns. Us three also will be making sure that the ball is actually going smooth and it's a flow with no drama, no shade. And I think that's one of the reasons why the people that we selected to judge, we feel like they have great character and they're gonna bring something great to the panel to where you don't perceive or pick up on unnecessary shade because that's not what this is about. This is about trying to bring the people back to Baltimore. So we selectively like pick great people, in my opinion, to judge the ball. But us three, I believe that we will handle any issues that anybody who is coming to support us has that night at the function. There will be people there to support that.
Right. Okay. So what are some of the biggest challenges that y'all face while planning this ball? And looking back, what is one thing that you would do differently? Well, Bam, you was waiting on that question.
Well, I will probably let Chris jump in first and I'll dive in off of him.
Got you.
So, when it comes to challenges, I think that, all of us have been in ballroom for well over 20 years, and we all have really experienced with hosting events, attending balls, whether walk-in or supporting, sponsoring, whatever that is. So we're really familiar with how that all goes, right? So we're seasoned vets as far as that's concerned. But I think with any ball, there's always a challenge of being able to make sure that, you're getting the word out, you're promoting in this era, in this day and age. And I'm happy that we have platforms, like you have, Jay, as well, to be able to partner and work together to be able to get the information out to the community virtually, online, and in those various different spaces and apps and etc. So I think that's changed compared to how we used to do it back in the day with just the flyer, and you
Right.
have to put phone numbers on the flyer and everything like that, and that was very interesting. So I think that always can be, somewhat of a challenge. But again, if you're have a reputation, if you're good at promotion and being able to actually really travel and get your word out, I think that kind of relieves one of those barriers as well. And then plus, I think another just challenge could be just again, we want to ensure that everyone's going to have a good time, and
Right.
so I take it very seriously. We want to make sure that everyone's having a good time. I don't want to say it's a challenge necessarily, but it's something that we're working on, that we're aspiring to make that happen for everyone. Have a good
Right.
time. We want you to continue to come back to Baltimore, continue to come back, to DC, just to the region, come back to Maryland, and to be able to really, make sure that, everybody's feeling welcome, everybody's feeling respected, and everybody's having a great time. That's the biggest thing. So that's not necessarily a challenge. I would say that's more so of an asset and what we're trying to really accomplish. But
Right.
again, take the politics out. Take the politics out, and with those things together, I think any event can be great and awesome with those aspects in mind.
Right. Okay. And even though it's only 12 people watching right now, usually these get like a lot of views after the fact.
Yeah.
So if you are watching right now, whether you're planning on walking or just supporting, or maybe you just want to be nosy, we want to hear from you. So don't be afraid to drop them comments, drop them questions.
Absolutely.
Let us know also like what category you gonna be most excited about to see this night. And also tell us what city you watching from. We want to know who's out there. Make sure you like and share this live stream, and also share this into your house groups so all of your house members can know about this ball that's coming up. And also share it to your personal pages, because why not? So before we get into the categories, I got some event details to kind of mull over so people know, what to expect. So number one, what is the cover charge?
You want to chime in on that, Chris?
Yeah.
So the cover charge is $30 all night. We know that some balls nowadays are 40. That some balls are $40, some balls are say 60, things of that nature. But for this night, it would be $30. We ain't want to knock everybody's head off. Again, we're focusing on the fun and focusing on maximizing the attendance to get people there. So $30 I think is fair, especially with it being a mini deluxe as well. With a major feel to it. We think that that's definitely appropriate. And I will say this right now. So everybody that's listening, everybody that's listening into the live a little bit later, we will start on time. That is for sure. So please, pretty please, with sugar on top all the way, make sure you guys are there. LSS will start at 8 p.m. Period. If you want to be fashionably late, you're going to gag. And I know folks have heard that before, but between the three of us, everybody know we handle business and we take care of business. So we will be starting at 8 p.m. The doors open at 6. LSS will be starting at 8 p.m. sharp. If you late, the gag is on you.
Yes, and I've been to many of your balls, and I know you come through that door with the money. So we definitely gonna start on time. So what time does the doors open? You said again?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, and LSS starts at 8. And what time does it have to end?
We will be out of the building by 1 a.m. So
Gotcha.
we're coming to start right at 8. Get in there, get the ball moving, get the ball rolling, and we have to be out of the building by 1 a.m. as well. And we're currently in the process of trying to work on after party for everybody, so we can keep the party going and really show everybody what Baltimore really truly has to offer as well. So be ready to have a good time, be ready to turn up, and it really fall through. I'm saying Baltimore for sure.
Yes, indeed. So do you have pre-sale tickets available, or is it just pay at the door?
Pay at the door, so it's cash only. So we're not doing any cash apps or Zelles or anything of that nature. So it's strictly cash. $30. We kindly ask you to have correct change. Okay, exactly $30. A 20 and a 10. That's what we're asking for people to have as well. Correct change when you guys come to the door. And so
Real money.
And real money. So all money, all bills will be checked, will be scanned, and also swiped with a pen, a counterfeit pen, and also put under the blue light. We don't play those games. So make sure you bring real money, because if we find out you're bringing counterfeit funds, as we know some people do, trust me, you're going to be banned from anything that I'll ever do. And I'm sure it's going to be the same for anything that BAM and Storm is hosting as well.
Well, shit, the police, the off-duty police gonna be there.
Police
So
gonna
try
be
that
there
if you want to.
That's true.
Police will be there.
That's true. Yep. We're gonna escort you right on over. We're just gonna tap them on the shoulder and it's over with. Because BPD don't play. BPD don't play.
Quest said Bam putting belt to ass.
Always.
So yeah. Aaron said, wait, I didn't even know that was Bam with these glasses on. Somebody said, is there an ATM at the venue?
No,
there's not an ATM at the venue. Is there like maybe like a gas station close to where?
So there isn't anything close to where you can get cash from an ATM. The nearest ATM I want to say is probably 5 blocks away. So I'm hoping that, the word gets out there to just come prepared, have your cash, no Zells, no Cash Apps will be accepted
Right.
at the door. So just
Right.
please spread the word, be on time, and have your cash.
Right. So, shit, before you even get on that plane, just pop a couple hundreds
There you
in that
go.
wallet, in that back compartment, so you don't spend it. Um, yeah. So also, what's up? Aaron said, "What's up, Pop?" The Hills used to give Dorji life on the floor. Period. Um,
Yeah, that's my son Dorje from Ohio. Shout out to Dorje, former Infinity as well. Hopefully in the storm, yeah. So hopefully you able to make it, Dorje. We'll love to have you in the building.
Yeah, love to see you.
all right. Rest on. Boom.
Rest on boom. That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's
Okay,
up.
that's a private conversation. What's up with all these dark sunglasses? Okay, so we're
It's
gonna
back
just
to black,
go
Uncle
ahead.
Mike. Back to black.
And this is I think you already answered that, but I had this final question for the event details. Is this a cash only function? And I mean, you probably pretty much answered that.
Yes, it is. It's a cash only
Yes.
function, and we're asking to have exact change at the door for sure.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna pull up these categories. VJ, legendary, trade in the building. Men in Black. All right, y'all. Keep the comments coming. Um, I was kind of ignoring them before, but I'm checking them now. So yeah, icon Chris Balenciaga, icon Bam Ebony, and legendary Storm Infinity present the Back to Black of Deluxe Ball exclusive on Saturday, March 7th, 2026 in Baltimore, Maryland. Commentated by legendary Snooki West and icon Mook Khan. He changed houses a lot. Um, sounds by legendary BJ, the DJ Prodigy. Doors open at 6 p.m. LSS starts at 7:30. Ball over at 1. So after party details coming soon, which you already said that. Club sections for purchase 150 standard, 200 for VIP. And we still got some of those left, right?
Yep, absolutely. And so some of the houses who have actually reached out about, purchasing tables, I'm letting everybody know that we're taking all table payments as of next week. Okay. We're taking all the table payments. So far, I know we've heard from Mugler, we've heard from Lavin, Garcon, I believe Khan, and of course, Infinity, Ebony, and Aga will be in the building.
And Gorgeous
And I
Gucci.
maybe missing Gorgeous
Gorgeous
Gucci
Gucci.
as well.
Are
Gorgeous.
you ready to commit to an actual day and time where you will open up those table prices?
So I would just say probably by the 25th, probably by next Wednesday. By next Wednesday, we
The
should be ready to
25th.
go. Mhm.
And what time?
Probably just around the start of the day. We'll have everything ready to go. We're just finalizing a couple of things. So we want to make sure that the houses are getting, really getting their money's worth for the tables. And the tables, aren't that expensive. We don't want to, charge $500-$600 for tables as some people are doing. We wanted to really encourage participation, but we want to make sure that the houses are comfortable, the tables are nice, they're suitable for the ball, and we're gonna make sure everything is good. So we appreciate your patience. Just know that everything's gonna be all right. So as of next week, if you RSVP'd your table, as most of the houses we just named have, we'll be looking to accept your payments at that time.
Yeah, so February 25th at 9 a.m. the table purchases will open up and they can hit up who for the table purchases?
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
cool. Mm-hmm.
And that's Chris Balenciaga on Facebook.
Absolutely.
And what form of payment do you want to get for those table purchases?
So I will prefer a Zelle payment or perhaps a Cash App, for that as well. But Zelle is a little bit more secure, so I would prefer a Zelle payment for that.
What about PayPal?
I'm not using PayPal at this time. Zelle will probably be the preferred method.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's kind of leaning more towards Zelle anyway.
Absolutely.
So the categories, all categories are open to all and must be brought in black. So these are really easy categories.
Mhm.
Two or more must walk and get their tens for all grand prizes. That's not bad. Two or more, you know.
Absolutely.
Um, at least like we get to see one battle. So for that two or more, does that include house members or is it no house affiliation? How are we doing that?
So I think you know what that's something that we haven't necessarily discussed, but I think that I'm gonna let the Hall of Fame icon make that claim. No House Alliance because that makes it hot.
So, um, I've always had this theory about ballroom. Sometimes when people go to balls and one person walks a ball and they get grand prize and they think they're the dumb data.
Mm-mm.
So this
It
night
ain't even a battle.
it's gonna be no house affiliation. You're gonna
Hmm.
battle for the battle. So if it's four Agas, four Ebonies for realness, they're all gonna they gotta battle it out. It's just
So are they
you know
battling from the beginning of the battle, or are they battling everybody else until it's
every
time
there you
for the
go.
grand prize?
Yeah, it's gonna be just like regular ballroom. You battle everybody else, and then at the end, it's gonna be for the grand prize. If four people from one house are standing, three people, two people are standing for the house still standing, then they will battle one another. Yes,
Now I've seen it to where they want to like sometimes say like, no, we don't want to battle. Are they going to forfeit the money, or do they have to battle, or can they
they
just be
will
like, pay it? We just
they
want
will
to split it.
forfeit the money.
Got you.
You
Okay,
want
the icon has
trying to make
spoken. He
this
ain't playing
we're
them
trying to make this
games. He
fun.
said, y'all finna dance for this money. You
Yeah,
feel
we
me?
want to make it fun.
Yeah. And if they
Got
want to
you.
split it afterwards, that's on them. That's their personal business. But we want to see who's gonna reign supreme for each
Yes,
category that night. If you want to split as a house after y'all win, that's on y'all. But
that's
absolutely.
on y'all. Exactly.
Yes. So, that goes for like basically the logistics of the categories. We're gonna still get into like the trophy breakdowns and everything like that. Some of them do have different qualifications. Like I'm just looking at runway, look like it has a slightly different qualification. So we're just gonna get into it. Grand prizes. First off, we have $500 open all performance. It's called Black Cats. Welcome to the return of the Black Alley Cat.
Alley cat.
The
Right.
cash is mine. Give me that. Soft and it versus dramatics.
Yep.
So it's only two it can legends walk that too?
Yes, it's open to all. Everything is open to all.
Everything is open to all.
Gotcha. Oh wait. It's not okay. So the two trophies are male figure, female figure, and one
Correct.
cash winner.
Right.
So it's not even like okay, yeah, that should be really hot because that's everybody battling everybody. Are you
Everybody
battling
battle.
all the male figures down, or is it just going to be like male figure versus female figure, or are you just going to see in the moment?
So I think the best way to be able to do that is possibly have the male figures battle and then the female, and then they come at the end and battle for the cash. I think that that's the best way to be able to go about it. It's open
Yeah,
to
that's
all,
fair.
but it's two trophies: one male figure, one female figure, and that's for all grand prizes essentially.
Well, yeah, that was a dumb question because if it's like male figure versus female figure for the trophy, like they got to battle each other
Right.
first. So that was a
Right.
dumb question.
Yeah.
Next we have $500 open or runway. Mary Mack, all dressed in black, either as Mary Mack, all dressed in black with silver buttons all down your back.
Yeah.
Avant garde versus hot couture.
Yeah.
Um, two trophies, male figure, female figure, and one for the cash.
And so with that
I guess
category,
y'all don't have GNCs
well,
in
everything's open to all.
Baltimore. What are you
Every
gonna do with like people that lean more towards like the GNC type of like are you chopping niggas with heels on? Like how are we doing that?
No, I don't think so. So for runway, as it says, either as Mary or Mac. So you can decide if you Mac or if you Mary. You could be Miss Mary or you could be Mr. Mac. It's however you want to do it. But you dressed in black. With silver buttons down your back and be creative. You can bring the effect to be more haute couture, or what I'm saying, you could be more sort of avant-garde for your actual effect. We want to see creativity. So, just know that it's all black, and the only thing that's probably should not be black is your buttons down your back. However you want to do that. That's totally your call, either as Mary or as Mac. Bring the creativity.
Right.
But Jay, I want to jump back into something that you was about to ask Chris. I believe you were saying about GNC. So GNC hasn't been something that has really picked up here in Baltimore within the ballroom scene. We haven't had balls here probably within the last 4 or 5 years. That has become something very popular
The
in
last
vogue,
4 or 5 years.
no, I'm saying no, we haven't had balls here in 4 or 5 years. So
Wow.
it hasn't been adapted to the ballroom culture here yet in Baltimore. So the
Right.
thing is, some people have reached out to me. We're asking them to fit in where they get in. So if you know you walk runway, if you know you GNC face, just state that at the back of the runway, so we
Right.
can understand how you are identifying. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
we don't want to take it as if like we're not
Excluded.
making it inclusive and we're excluding people. So if you know you walk these categories, please let the commentator at the back of the runway know I'm GNC face, I'm GNC runway. Let that be
Right.
known. To be honest with you, the judges can
You
already
know what?
pick
I
up
kind
on
of
it.
misspoke though because like I was thinking like best I was thinking like fashion category and it was a
Mhm.
runway. So
Yes.
I don't think that really applies to runway, but like
Mhm.
it's good to know that y'all are doing that for like best dress because like I think that is needed for categories like best dress because sometimes yeah, like how do you do that? So they don't have the GNC categories listed. However, if y'all storm, they might like find an extra trophy or something for y'all.
It's
So
open to all. So yeah, it's everybody.
It's open to all. So, we're gonna do what we need to do to make everybody feel inclusive. You know what I mean?
right,
So we don't want nobody feeling like, it's not a welcoming space. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
just something that Baltimore, we have to eventually adapt it into what we're trying to create here. So I
and that's
definitely understand
surprising to
it.
know. Like Baltimore hasn't had no ball in the last 5 years. Like, dang,
Yeah,
like that's
it's been a minute.
Major. Yeah.
Major. The Kiki
Major
scene here
ball.
is lit, but major ball wise, it's been 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
got you. Okay. So next is open all realness. The Omen, dressing all, dressing all black like the Omen. Have your friends singing. This is for my homie.
Do you
Do
know
you
me?
know, man?
You
Period.
already know
Um,
what it is.
So yeah,
right.
that's you're dressed in all black. And so some folks have asked, should I bring it looking like the Omen? If you want to bring it looking like the Omen, that's fine. If you
That's your
want to be
Mm,
choice.
able to just be streetwear and be just realness and bring it
yeah.
all black, that's fine too. It's realness. So it's however you want to interpret that. But we said dressed in all black. Simple as that.
Realness is
Oh,
for $500
Yep.
Rico Revels.
be
And
real too.
Right.
right. And oh,
What Rico saying?
we're just talking messing no, somebody that was somebody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So I have a question too. Like, what are we doing with like I'm wearing all black, but it's like the stitch in my pants is white, or I'm wearing all black and like the soles of my shoes is white, or I'm wearing all black and it's like this one little emblem right here that's white. Like, what are we doing with them people?
That's not all black.
All black.
It's not all black.
Okay,
It's not
all
all
right.
black.
I'm just because I
Get
don't
a
know. I know how
get
deep
a
you
Mm.
into it.
marker.
I
Get
don't
a
know
marker
about the
and go
walking
over
man.
it. Make it all black. It
so
got to
so
be all
I
black.
yeah, I will say this. So um there are categories that specifically say all black, period. But some of the other categories, since this is a back to black ball, I would hope that the walkers would be dressed in primarily black, right? But again, on the categories, some say specifically all black. Simple as that.
Pretty
And I
much
think that
all
that's
of
the
them. I
best way to be able
mean,
to
the
explain
only
it.
one that doesn't, as far as the ones that we've gone over, is performance. Um, Runway and Realness, uh, they both call for all black.
Mhm.
So they want to see all black at this
But
ball.
performance is all black to return of a black alley cat. Yeah, we black alley cat. I envision it, black cat suit, all black. Black alley cat,
But it's just
giving the
a
black
black
cat.
alley cat that
But
it could be the base of it
people
be
have their
black,
interpretation.
but they could still have maybe like pink boots on or something, you know? So, but it don't say all black.
The Return of the Black Alley Cat.
I never saw
Old school. Old
a black
school.
alley cat with pink boots, but
Yeah, it's old school.
Listen, you would be
It's old
surprised.
school.
old
You would
school
be
Real
said all
surprised.
easy.
black.
Come through in all black. You an alley cat. Come through all black.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they want to see all black for performance as well. Next is Sex Siren, 50 Shades of Black. No face, no case, in all black shiesty mask. Be sure to bring not only the pleasure, but also the pain. So what you want people to have like kinky stuff like whips and stuff? Okay. So
Dominatrix.
Yeah. The
and that's for
pleasure and
five
the
hundred
pain.
dollars. They want to
Absolutely.
see like some sort of pain in the face.
Dominatrix. Yeah. Get a little freaky
Dominatrix.
Um
with it. A little kinky side to you. Yeah. We all know how to get a
Pleasure
um
and
little
pain.
kinky.
All black and a shiesty. Trust me.
can
Everybody in
the
Baltimore got a shiesty mask.
can the prop be something that's like they're wearing? Like say like a nipple clamp or something? Or does it have to be actual something like that they can like utilize on somebody?
Yeah, I mean anything that's kinky that's symbolizing pleasure and pain, and so that's
Yeah.
often a lot of people with their kinks. So
Yeah.
if you're doing some clamps and everything of that nature, some whips and chains, toys, things like that. You know what I mean? Bring the
Your
pleasure and
black
pain.
dildo. Yeah. It's
Yep,
all that.
yep.
Okay.
With the shiesty mask on, I think everybody know what a shiesty mask is. So yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, that's probably the easiest part, honestly.
right,
Um,
But be sexy up under the mask though.
that part.
right.
Because
It says no face, no case. So do you have to keep the
uh,
mask on for the tens?
I don't know, Chris. You might have to take that up off. You could be ugly up under that mask, bro.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. I'll say at least for the tens for sure. For tens, that's a great clarification question. So at least for the
Yeah.
tens, no face, no case, and then after that you can take it off. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So, the next one is open to all streetwear. Black Hollywood. You're releasing your
I'm scared.
final single from your debut Grammy award-winning hip hop album, and you're shooting the music video in Baltimore tonight. Be sure to bring us the street, and don't forget the wear. Two trophies,
Mhm.
male figure, female figure, and one for the cash. Um, I mean, that's self-explanatory. Five
Now
hundred
let
dollar
me add
open
this with,
on.
with streetwear. So with streetwear, some folks have asked, does every single piece need to be all the way all black? For
We don't say
streetwear,
that.
I don't say that. Yeah. So I think you can
Mm.
predominantly black because it's back to black. But I think with streetwear, you can have a little bit of diversification with your streetwear pieces. That's fair.
I think if you wanted to be like predominantly black, like you got to say that because like if I was walking that, like it don't say anything about a color. So even though the theme of the ball, I don't know, but that's what you're saying right now that you want to see is for streetwear to be predominantly black.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, if
so
it
open
don't
all
say,
face is also for 500, and it's called the Black Masquerade. Elegance, glamour, and Carta is what we demand tonight. Bring it to the judges, dressed to impress while commanding the room with mug. Y'all like this video and also share it, please, and thank you. Okay. Elegance, glamour, and carts is what we want to bring to the judges. So you basically want to see the beautiful gowns tonight. You want to see the beautiful
Elegance.
gowns and the dress clothes. You don't want to see the jeans and the t-shirt tonight.
No.
Nope. You want to see
Gotcha.
elegance. Yeah.
All right,
It's for
y'all. That was
$500. Yeah.
right. That was all of the grand prize categories. They have a ton of other categories. Is this yeah. So, additional categories is open to all. Bring it in black. I mean, all the categories that I'm about to name are just bring it in black. We have everyday realness, just bring it two trophies, male figure, female figure, best dress, back black on black, head to toe, best dress, all black. Um, and it says black on black, so maybe they want to see like layers or something like that. I don't know. Bazaar, 'twas the night before Christmas. Does that have to be black?
Should be
And it says
running black.
yes.
Yes, that's
Okay,
dark
'twas the night
black.
before Christmas. Right. Commentator
Hey
versus
Jay,
commentator. Black magic. So the commentators have to either use the word black magic or do they have to be dressed in black as well?
So for commentator versus commentator, black magic is more so the theme of the chant that they're giving.
Do
You
they
know,
have
but
to be dressed in black?
I would encourage it.
I would
Absolutely.
encourage it. Yeah.
It's a back to
Right.
black ball. So yeah, definitely.
Hand
Any
performance. Tell us.
experienced walker should know that everything's called for black. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Hand performance. Tell us a dark black story. New performance in a nasty boot. New runway in a nasty belt. New realness in a black hoodie. Old way in a black ninja suit. And up and pumps. Tricks and stunts in a black heel. So for up and pumps, it's not just walk up and down. You want to see the tricks and the stunts and the kicks and the splits and the kicks and the flips and the
Cut up. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So if anybody like, because those were a lot of categories that are just for a trophy. Some of them are more than one trophy. If somebody is interested in sponsoring a category, they want to see more money put towards these categories. Maybe they already have cash to them, or put money towards a category that is not, particularly maybe like 500 or 1,000. We don't want no like $20 or nothing like that. Who can they reach out to make that sponsorship happen?
I think they could reach out to what, Antonio?
They can
Antonio.
reach. Yeah, they can reach out to Storm.
Mhm.
They can reach out
Storm.
to. They can reach out to me.
Storm.
Actually, they can reach out to any of us, and we'll figure it out.
Got you. So if you're watching this on Facebook, I linked the event page in the title of this video. If not, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to www.ballroomculture.news and you can find the event page there and just find all this information we talking about right here. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. My final questions for you guys though is in 5 words, I want you to describe your expectations for this ball. Like at the end of the night, in 5 words, like what do you want the night to have been like?
So I would say fun, family, legacy, sportsmanship, and fierceness.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yes.
I would go with family, energy, new beginnings, mm, bring happiness. Yeah, bring happiness.
Dope.
Yeah.
So
And
definitely,
Storm Antonio.
yeah, talent, fun, energy, family, and fun.
Right.
Definitely fun.
Definitely fun.
All right. I want y'all to for the final question before we get out of here, I want y'all to describe the Baltimore ballroom scene in 1 word.
Iconic.
Dang, you took it. Iconic.
Mm. And so I think it's hard to say in 1 word how you describe Baltimore's ballroom scene because I've been around for a very long time. I know the Stewarts who was here in Baltimore. I know the Tony Revlons that was here in Baltimore. I know the Lisa, Revlons that's still here in Baltimore. Um, I know I can't even think of his name. Baltimore lived here in Baltimore. So Baltimore is trailblazing. And Baltimore just has a lot of history. And I'm really praying that this night, March 7th, it recreates and restarts history all over again for Baltimore. And I just want everybody to come out because Baltimore is a trailblazing spot. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. I feel you on that. So I want to thank all y'all for tuning in. The people that are watching, don't forget to share this in your house groups and share it on your personal pages. Y'all have all heard the vision and you've heard the intention. So now it's time to prepare. You know, March 7th is right around the corner. I want y'all to study the categories, secure your looks, and come ready to make your statement. And we'll see you on that flow on March 7th, 2026 in Baltimore, Maryland.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Peace.
Hello, darling. I'm the icon, Sanaya Alaya, and you're watching Ballroom Culture Television.